It is the trip across the sea that we get to do for the next 2 weeks in this beautiful country of Japan as we welcome you to Twin Ring Motegi as we get ready for race number 5 of season 4, the other way around, race 4 of season 5. It's going to happen tonight. I'm in that kind of shape. It's been a long week of work, but we are here for a great night of racing as we welcome you in to the Twin Ring Motegi. And tonight, it is the running of the Majors Garage 180 as we welcome you in again to Japan in this awesome country. A very fun track that I've had the chance to run a few times, but we're getting ready tonight for 180 miles around this very fun, a little over a mile and a half oval. I am the captain. We welcome you in on this Wednesday evening. Forgive me again, I'm not 100% when it comes to shape-wise, only because it's been a long week of work. I'm actually running night shift this week, so to say, when it comes at the job. And, obviously we've got the trucks launched and stuff for the airport. And now this is my break time, basically, is me coming here and doing the broadcast tonight and having a good time doing what I love to do. And that's, well, broadcast some great sim racing like we're going to see this evening. Let's take a look at the starting lineup really quickly. We got 30 trucks on the track. It is going to be a great one here as Allman on the pole tonight. First pole of the season alongside Jason Dalton. A great qualifying effort for him. Ricky Springer and Dane Cruz, last week's winner. Row number 2. Row 3, Dylan Parker. Ironically, starting right behind Ricky. So it always works, either behind him or next to him when you got a little rivalry going on next to Caden Atkins. Christopher D, Noah Miari. They share row number 4. Row 5, Sam Fontaine, Jason McCoon or Bryce. Alex Cummings and Ben Pierce in row 6. Row 7, Telder and Alphin. Row number 8, Sean Peach and Cody Beatty. Row number 9, there's J.W. Miller and Tim Abril. Clark Gennikin, Justin Bondurant, Cedric Ingram, Travis Ikavachi. Blaine Sparling, Chris Evans in row 12. Sam Barnes, William Calhoun, row 13. Chris Treppa makes a return tonight as he starts next to Drift. Robert Johnson, Tyler Brewer, and Lucas Strayer, your 31 starters on the grid tonight. You might notice there was no fantasy video or anything like that tonight. That was purposely done because I've been working. So forgive me as I have not been able to get you all that stuff as usually I do each and every race weekend, but I didn't even get a set of lineup tonight, if that makes you feel any better. 180 miles to get you underway and 116 laps from the Twin Ring Motegi. And somebody didn't go in the back. Motegi, an egg-shaped oval. This here, the shorter part of the track, almost like a short track right here in turn 3 and 4. You'll see them slow up and use all the track they can, very wide. Let me put my audio down. Unfortunately, the only way I have to chat with you tonight is through my phone. For some reason, my restream stuff is not broadcasting to you, so I get a little bit wider screen, I guess, to work with tonight. So Allman under attack. Here comes Springer for the lead. And look at that outside line coming rolling to the high side. As I mentioned, an egg-shaped oval is what we got here. So we go down the front straightaway here. A very wide track. And in turn 1 is more the wider side. If you want to compare it to Darlington, this would be turn 1 and 2, except a lot flatter. You see the 46 of Dane Cruz making a move underneath Jason Dalton down the back straightaway into turn 3. And this here more the narrow portion of the track. As you got to slow down, almost speeds probably to about 120 to 130 mile an hour into the corner. Might even get some shifting out of these trucks tonight. Let's check back here, 16th position. Brandon Alphin under attack as Clark Gennikin goes by. They're 3 wide back here. As you see Speed Racer up there, it's Travis Ikavachi. There's a 14 Adrift, the 99 of Calhoun. all this part of a doubleheader that will happen here in Japan next week. It will be the Motegi road course, which actually, if you look closely, you'll see part of it on the infield here going into the exit of the track. And even some of it over here next to pit road and things. So you see the front 7 or 8 single file first battle is back here at J.W. Miller's. He makes the pass of the 21 of Sean Peachin. There's Bryce McCoon in that 95 truck. A little bit different colors for him this evening. BMR truck. Bryce McCoon Racing. There's a 28 of Brandon Alphin. He's in the BryceMcCoon.com number 28 tonight. And there's the captain truck. Hey, there's a surprise. Where'd that thing come from? On Cody Beatty's truck. Hello, there's a surprise. The Captain Esports now. Huh? I'm sponsoring somebody apparently tonight. My PR people never tell me this. But then again, when you're working all the hours I am right now, I'm not going to know many things. Dean looks like he's been up against the outside wall already in that 48 truck. That black, white, and red Ford. Of course, the winner of race number 2 at Homestead Miami Speedway. Caden Atkins here to 7th position. Up the back straightaway to turn 3. Looks like he stays in 4th gear all the way out of the corner. You see pit road on the left-hand side. This corner here wants to invite you to go very fast through it, but you do got to brake and be very careful and very wide. Look at that. Very sweeping corner. Then you go down the back straightaway here. Speeds up to around 170 miles an hour or so, and then you slow all the way down almost below 120 miles an hour into turn number 3. I mean, almost shifting down to 3rd gear. A very, very unique track. There's Travis Ikavachi. Travis in the Speed Racer number 13, battling with Tim Averill. The TIX Racing team. Behind them, you see that green and white and red number 50. That is Trepa. Missed last week's race at Charlotte, but returns tonight. So as I mentioned tonight, the Majors Garage 180. Appreciate Majors Garage being a part of the race tonight. Not only that, but you can win a all-access pass from Majors Garage by playing fantasy racing from the GLSR website. You can go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com and be a part of the fantasy racing each and every week, and be a part of a weekly drawing, or I should say a weekly sign-up that you can get into a drawing and potentially win from Majors Garage, or even a butt kicker prize. Again, go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com to be a part of that. Battle is on here for 3rd as Dane Cruz underneath teammate Zach Allman. And he passes his teammate for position. Zach rolling the center pretty well in that Performance Plus number 46 truck. But again, you can check all the fantasy racing out, also team points and so much more at GreatLakesSimRacing.com. So Ricky Springer leads. He's led all but one lap, I believe, so far in this race. Looking to bounce back after two bad runs, including last week where he and Dylan Parker had a little bit of a run-in with each other that moved on over into Discord for a while. And something tells me that we got a couple of angry drivers at each other, obviously, from the whole thing. And Springer is taking it out on the field right now, leading by 1.1 seconds over Jason Dalton. You see Dalton doing a great job running second. Let's jump back to 24th right now. Here's Blaine Sparling, the champion, Mr. David Pearson, we can almost call him, the way he goes out here and just kind of quietly works his way through the field and gets great track position. You see a little bit of damage on the rear of his truck. Might have been part of that little checkup that happened a little bit ago. You see the Sunkiss number 19 is Cedric Ingram, whose son Cameron started the first race and unfortunately had some computer issues, and we haven't seen him since. Hopefully we'll get him back here soon. Now, unfortunately, I do not speak the Japanese language, so I have no clue what that is on the side of his truck. And I assume that's a name of maybe an anime character or something. I don't know. Up here, Clark Genick in the 81 truck working his way up through the field with Bryce McCoon there also. This is the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th positions. So again, 180 miles, 116 laps tonight. And if they make it to lap number 63, make that 57. I don't know how to count, but that'll be the halfway point tonight. And if they get to that point without a caution, there will be a competition caution thrown per league rules. A great battling going on here. This is Sean Peachin in the 21 truck. Part of the Best Racing stable. There's some shifting going on right there. Let's jump up here, a battle for the 10th position. This is the 44 Telder inside the 8 of Maori. I thought for a second Telder had some damage, but I think that's actually the way his number looks. 44 going to dive her in there and take the 10th position away from the 8. All the different strategies going on right now at this track. So the 40 truck of Tyler Brewer did not take the green flag tonight, so unfortunately looks like we're down to 30 trucks, and then we got an unscheduled stop for Robert Johnson, who's on pit road. Not sure what happened to the 20 truck as this battle continues up here for the 10th position. So lap times around here are about 37 seconds right now. Oh, whoa, I thought some interesting action there going on. More of a defensive move there maybe by Maori, holding off Gennikin for the position. So for those who don't know what the twin ring Motegi is, it is obviously a racetrack, motorsports track, that is in the Tochigi Prefecture, I believe it's pronounced, in Japan. It actually name comes from the facility having 2 racetracks, hence twin ring. Basically, there's the 1.549 mile oval, which we're on tonight, and next week the 2.98 mile road course. It was built back in 1997, actually, by Honda. And, of course, you remember NASCAR raced here back in 97 and 98 in the exhibition races at the oval track. But it's also been known as an open-wheel track. Of course, Danica Patrick winning her one IndyCar race here at this track back in the 2008 season. And 2011, the last season of IndyCar there. It was dropped from the calendar as they were trying to find viewing audiences and stuff. But if you remember correctly, in that 2011 series, it was ran on the road course, not the oval, because of the earthquake that happened. But believe it or not, to this day, the oval is not really used at all. It's actually more used for parking for the road course. And of course, next week we will introduce you to the road course here at Twin Ring Motegi. So Springer leads as we see Noah Maori here running in the 12th position right now. 1.4 seconds over Dane Cruz, who's moved up to the 2nd position. Let's go back and look at that pass here a second ago. As Dane works the inside, and Dalton's going to let him sweep right on through. The bottom line, obviously, the way to get around here. So just like that, the pass was made, and Cruz up to 2nd. As battle here is drift, and the 14 truck is falling back a little bit, and he's got some Japanese writing on the back there. Drift trying to use that apron maybe to get a little grip to cut that wheel. Not able to do so yet. Here comes the 19, Cedric Ingram, looking to the inside. Got that going on here, and in the pass for 10th is Clark Gennikin inside of Martin Mattelder as he's falling back. So Clark, the 81 truck, who is looking just to have a good run tonight. Clark might have the worst luck I've seen so far this season. A guy that has led a lap in every race of the 3 so far this season, yet he sits all the way down in the 30s when it comes to the point standings right now because of his finishes. Former teammates here. This is a battle for the 19th position. Cody Beatty holding off the 21 of Sean Peachin. Best Racing. Sean has fallen all the way back from his 15th starting spot to 20th. He said, and I quote a little bit ago, struggling. Well, it's not an exact quote, but yeah. Thank you. Angel Volante, partner of Blaine Sparling, helping me with the Japanese language. I'm barely able to speak English and maybe a little bit of French too, if you pardon it sometimes. But otherwise, I would not be able to speak any kind of Japanese. Tim Abril inside the 11 of Bondurant at 16th position. So as you see a lot of passing going on, you're seeing some comers and goers throughout the field here. as we complete lap number 28 next time by. I want to remind you the podcast is out, of course, here for the GLSR. You can check it out on Spotify in the latest episode. Myself and Sam explore the, what it's like to be at its highest on the episode. We bring in Jason Clark, who is, he's not scared to speak about his liking of certain kind of smoking, we'll call it. You can check out that episode right now, and something tells me we might have high ratings when it's over with. So you can go check it out on Spotify. And eventually I'll get back to putting the streams up here with all the episodes so you can listen here on the YouTube page and stuff. But make sure you check it out right now with Jason Clark, who joined us on that episode. Ricky Springer on pit road. Here comes the leader at lap number 29. Looks like going to break this race up into 4 stints. Ricky in, Cody Beatty, Sean Peach, and a lot of guys on pit road. Left side tires 4 and fuel, and 51 going to pull away. Good stop for him at 14.7. Pierce, as I mentioned, in. J.W. Miller in, 14.8 for him. 15.1 for Beatty. Sean Peach in a 15.3. So a lot of these guys on pit road, and here come more. Dalton on pit road, Caden Atkins, Sam Fontaine. Mayari also on pit road. Chris Treppa is in. So a lot of these guys, 4 tires and fuel as we hit our first round of green flag pit stops. As they pull away, and here come more of the leaders to pit road. Cruz is in. Also, that is the 46. 54 is in. There's Alex Cummings in the 63. More tires and fuel as Telder leads now. Slow stop for the 54, it looked like there. You know, it was a 14.5. Now Telder comes to pit road, and that'll hand the lead to the TIX team. Oh, Cedric Ingram almost missing pit road there. And it looks like Tim Abril, the 88's on pit road. So a track that a lot of people were kind of curious about how the racing would be. And we've seen all green flag racing here so far in the first 30 laps. And you look over to the right, that is the road course. That is actually the start-finish line of the road course right there. That they will run next week, as it is inside the course and it actually goes back outside the course. Everybody's been to pit road except for the 2 you're seeing now. Bryce McCoon, who's overshot his pit stall a little bit, and he looks like he's been in the wall a little bit. In that 95 truck, he is in. Brandon Olfen also in on the pit road to 28. Those guys all leave, and that'll hand the lead to Ricky Springer in the 51 as we cycle back around from the round of green flag pit stops. Dane Cruz will be second, now 5.3 seconds back from Springer. Dylan Parker in third. Jason Dalton and Alex Cummings, your top 5. And here for the 8th position, there's Fontaine. J.W. Miller. got to hear how he's kind of burping the throttle through the corner and stuff, just letting it roll. It's very sweeping through there. You kind of see the speedometer there to the right. Ooh, a little loose. I mentioned about 172 down into turn 3 and 4, and look at the speed drop. All the way down third gear at 120 miles an hour. Down this flat sweeping oval. The field's pretty much spread out for the most part here. One thing I will say, Dane Cruz is starting to kind of edge into what there was a 5-second lead by Ricky Springer, down to 4.5 right now. That might be more Ricky trying to save some tire here. But Dane doing a great job right now running in that second position. Got about a 1.5 seconds over Dylan Parker. Mentioned Dalton now 4th. Alex Cummings, a great run for him in the 5th position. There's the winner from Auto Club this season. Kind of a similar track to this a little bit. Lower banked, flatter, but super speedway-like. As he comes up on the back of, I think that's Sam Barnes in the 22 truck. Sam, the co-host of the podcast with myself, is, should mention, our champion Blaine Sparling has had some issues tonight, and he is all the way back in the 28th position, a lap down right now. So Blaine is struggling right now, and I don't know how you say that in Japanese, but it ain't good. Sam must have had a penalty, or Blaine must have had a penalty or something on pit road. There's a battle for position as Ben Pierce inside of Ikavachi. Ben making the pass for the 22nd spot. So 43 laps in, we're actually about 10 laps away from the halfway point. So this is going to get very interesting here to see what kind of strategies maybe come into play, because we could see the first competition caution of this season from the halfway point. We haven't seen one of those in a while, as a matter of fact. Check back here to 17th position. Chris Treppa, the 50 truck, not having the best of runs tonight, but still keeping it clean tonight in that 50. The F-150 as he battles Brandon Alphin in the 28 truck. See Brandon racing with Cody Beatty there in front of him. J.W. Miller, he's got Clark Gennikin, who's slowly worked his way up through the field so far. Clark running in the 10th position. So again, round 4 tonight, round 5 next week here on the road course. Enjoying our 2 weeks of vacation here in Twin Ring Motegi. Take a look at the biggest movers through the race. Calhoun up 12 from 26th to 14th. As I mentioned, Gennikin and Treppa up 9 spots apiece. They sit in the 10th and 18 spots, respectively. Right down on that yellow line. As I've been saying it, though, now he is in lap traffic, but Springer has slowly been getting reeled in by the 2 PPM guys, Cruz and Parker. I should correct myself. I believe Parker is, oh yeah, Parker is PPM, I'm sorry. That's Chris Evans going a lap down. You see the 2 black and yellow trucks back there. That is the 2 that are trying to catch this leader, 2nd and 3rd right now. Appreciate the 14 viewers watching tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can be a part of the Captain Esports Network broadcast. Appreciate everybody watching us. If you're not new to the channel, you can always follow us like you are right now. And we appreciate your support of the network. Battle is on for 9th as Miller falling back. Again, I do want to send an apology to the guys for not being able to broadcast a lot of the races this week. Of course, Monday night, the TI race I was unable to do, and then last night's LSRL race I was unable to do. Unfortunately, had stuff coming up at work with working the nighttime shift this week and had to stay a little later and things. Today, thankfully, everything went well, so I was able to go enjoy some lunchtime, and now here I am back. And I think Telder's having some blinking issues or something. Helder apparently has lost connection in the 44 truck, so tough break for him. There's Dylan Parker, 3rd position right now in the 3 truck. Of course, last week was an interesting race with he and Ricky Springer, and of course his teammate Clark Gennikin was a part of it. Some wrecking and contact and stuff going on. And I'm not sure what kind of penalties or anything were issued out, but obviously nothing race-wise because both of them all 3 of them are here and started the race, but I did not get informed of anything. So I know it was some interesting racing, and of course chat That went on afterwards in Discord, and it went for a little while. I actually was in bed before it got finished up. And Alex Cummings up to the 4th position here in the 63 truck. The Yeehaw Brewing Company number 63 started all the way back in the 11th position up to 4th. And a fantastic quiet run for the 63 truck tonight. Alex, I talked about him a little bit Monday night, found him over at the Nora Series, and all of a sudden he popped up here. Not sure if it was because of the broadcast or if he just knew somebody in the series, but he came over, and here he is tonight running 4th. And easily what has been his best run so far this season. Check on our Homestead winner, Christopher Dean, and the Japanese truck, the 48. Bit of damage on the right side. And you see back here behind him, Brandon Alphin making moves inside of Calhoun. Not able to do so yet. But the 28 looking to make some moves to the inside. That's exactly what the racing's been like so far this season. 31 trucks, and here we are tonight. All green flags so far. In this Major Garage 180. And Gennikin looks like he's might be looking at another victim here. So one thing we should talk about with these trucks probably is the aero. Because, I mean, you're on a 1.5-mile track, pretty big speeds, but you're on a flat track, getting air to that nose might not be the easiest thing. So obviously trying to get it down there in that white line and getting it to stick. Getting the downforce that you need to get off the corner. Awesome to see the racing going on. All the battles and the passes for position. And there's your leader down the back straightaway. Springer, 3.5-second lead. He's opened it back up a little bit. On Cruz, Parker there, third. Cummings and Dalton, your top 5. Zach Allman, Caden Atkins, Fontaine, Gennikin, and Miller, your top 10. And there is the caution, the competition caution coming out here on lap number 58 at the halfway point. At least I think it is. It might actually be for drift. Somebody in here, you might have wrecked. But I believe this is the competition yellow. Let's, what happened to drift? He's coming off pit road. That's what that was. So he's trying to strategy a little bit here. All right, so yeah, competition caution, lap number 58. Brings the field back together. Chris Evans will get the lucky dog. He'll go back on the lead lap. And he'll bring the whole entire field in for 4 tires and fuel. Buy in 4 tires and fuel. And race off pit road going to go to Springer with these. Cruz going to go to second. How about that? Alex Cummings up another spot to the top 3. Sean Peachin's having so much fun, he's messaging us in the truck. Now I'm going to step away for just a quick second. I'm going to keep the stream up here for a second. I'm actually going to rehydrate because, yeah, just because I need to. So I'll be right back here on the Captain Esports Network. All right, back we are at the Twin Ring Motegi. Majors Garage 180 here at the famed Japanese Speedway. Again, we appreciate everybody joining us tonight on the Captain Esports Network. Again, appreciate everybody's patience that we've had this week. Tomorrow night I don't have a broadcast, but Friday night we'll be broadcasting some races once I get home. I've got some catching up to do with the TI Truck Series, the Grid Finder Xfinity Series race I didn't get to do last night for LSRL. Tonight's truck race that they're now running, they swapped over to the Truck Series for Wednesday night. We'll have that for you. And so much more this weekend. A lot of catching up to do. Is unfortunately a little bit different schedule for me this week work-wise, and it's kind of gotten in the way. But I appreciate everybody working with me as we continue here in the green flag out as Springer continues to nominate here. We got 2 PPM trucks, second and third, and then 3 wide back here for 5th. Dalton and Allman running hard. Oh, up the track. Everybody driving it in there deep. Atkins up the track. JW up the track. Oh, hold on. Caden getting loose. Everybody scatter. the battle here is for 7th. There's Atkins and Fontaine going at it. Now, one thing I should share tonight, I do not have track cams for Gourmet tonight here at Twin Ring Motegi, not an oval track that they have in their record or Springer runs fastest lap of the race tonight. Just now at a 36.4. I do have the onboard cameras, but not the track itself here as Atkins takes 7th. That's why you're not seeing like any of the turn it up segments or anything going on here this evening. What you are seeing is this battle right here is two Canadian drivers going at it, the 91 and the 2. And J.W. Miller, who's about the closest driver to Canada, that's not, being in Minnesota, running there in the 9th position. Ooh, hold on, guys. Driving it in there. Rolling the center. Got to be very careful because you do not want to run over the other guy in front of you. You see the Seth Talk 99. The Bully Racing driver of William Calhoun, Season 1 champion, under attack from Trepa. But Calhoun trying to get around the 11 of Bondurant right now also. For those Telder fans, he did get back on track. He is 10 laps down. But in the 28th position. I have a feeling he will find a way to blame me for that happening, by the way. Great racing going on. There's the teammates, 2nd and 3rd right now. I won't argue that, Tyler. What happened to you? Check out JW back at it again with this 91 truck. We see JW not shifting. Fontaine is shifting, so you're seeing the difference there. Probably more carrying the speed down the straightaways. So Lucas and Tyler had a little argy-bargy netcode version over in turn 1, lap 1 apparently. Yeah, we're good. No offense. We're good. Battle here between a couple trucks here. That's McCoon and Beatty. Also Dean right here with Abril. Oh, Dean going to make it a move to the inside. Oh, Abril get a little bumper to him. Yeah, I like that move you made, dude. Great racing. As usual, that Strada Chevrolet. Strada Italiano. Battle here for 3rd. Make that 4th is Allman going inside of Cummings. And here comes Dalton. And this here, a product of the draft, is Allman. A little bit of a defensive move on Cummings. Zach looking to have the best run of his season so far here in the 4th position. Started on pole. So a second ago, we had a pass for the 2nd position. As you see, the teammates have swapped. Parker up to second. So, hey, it is just interesting how things work out when it's over with, you know. Let's watch the pass. I was trying to do something real quickly. It almost missed a pass. Parker hits the inside, and his teammate lets him through. So, last week, the incidents happened. And here we are now, and the top two in this race. It's just weird how racing works out like that. Springer and Parker. It actually got interesting after the podcast, too, because we posted it. And Parker actually made a comment to me a little bit about, hey, you know, I think it'd be kind of cool to see us spark up the rivalries a little bit. All right, I've been trying to keep it a little, you know, respectful at least, but I have no problem sparking it up a little bit. Throwing some flair to it. Mostly everybody's single file. All the way back here to a couple teammates that hit each other. And around goes McCoon. And caution out for the second time. I believe that was teammates. See this again. I want to make sure I'm seeing this right. Okay, it was not teammates. I'm sorry. It was not teammates. He's behind a teammate. Or maybe it was. I don't know here. We'll have to watch. Let's see. April having a little bit of blinking issues through the corner. It was not a teammate. It was Telder that turns McCoon. And we're going to see some pit stops. Some staying out, some coming in. Oh. And Parker, I should say, scraping up the outside wall there on pit road. And I'd hate to be the owner of that number 95 truck. Caution out for the second time. Let's wait a second here. I can talk to one of the drivers, shall we? Let's talk to you know, a young man who, in his, I believe, third start now in the series. Let me see if he's in this channel. He's not even in the. See, he might. He's not in the channel actually. I was gonna look for Alex Cummings, but he's not in this channel. Let's, as my phone's ringing, so we're not going to talk to anybody. I got to take this call, actually, for a second. Be right back. All right, back I am, off the phone. All right, so as we get ready to go to green, you'll see Springer's going to lead this race as Allman second. Alex Cummings going to be third. Jason Dalton. And Fontaine's your top five here. They're kind of lined up a little different here. As we wrap up the second caution of this race. As pace truck rolls in, here we go. Springer bringing it back to the green. Cummings sends it down there into turn 1 and 2 as Allman trying to hold that high side, let it roll through. Dalton also right there with him. So the first truck on fresh tires is all the way back in the 15th position right now, and that is Caden Atkins in that 2 truck right now. He, Clark Gennikin, Calhoun, Mayari, Cruz. All those guys, Dylan Parker, all came for tires and during that caution, so we'll have to keep track of where they end up. Back here, battle for teammates, Alphen and Abril. Also back here are Christopher Dean and Justin Bondurant. Getting tight there as Dean gets to the back bumper. You see Bondurant up the track in at 11. Now 3 wide down the front straightaway. Something's got to give here. I mean, they got plenty of room here. And Dean ends up getting the advantage from that. And here comes the 46 right there behind him. Oh, Alphen, hold on as he saves it. Woo, that was a good save. I'm sure he's going to need some Louisville underbritches. As Cruz continuing to work his way up through the field, he's easily been the best one on new tires. So far as now, Averill gets a little loose and Cruz has to check up a little bit. That's going to allow Dean to make, oh, he thought about 3 wide. Now all these trucks will have to make one more pit stop to get to the finish of this race. Look at those fresh tires just roll right through there. Cruz able to get the run on Ikavachi. Not able to finish the pass, but able to roll the center really well. Up front here, Alex Cummings has not let Springer get away. We'll come to 30 laps to go next time by. Cummings doing a great job battling it out. With the 51 here, you see the 6 rolling the outside on Dalton. Trying to get a high groove, maybe rolling a little bit there. You see Cruz going by Sam Fontaine. Up to the 6th position now. So last week's winner at Charlotte looking to go back-to-back. So after Cruz, the next best on tires, Caden Atkins, as I mentioned, 11th. Dylan Parker, 12th right now. So Cruz has definitely had the more success getting through this field. And he's only about a second, maybe 2 seconds back as Ricky Springer comes to pit road. And this puts him within the window. So is Treppa. So is the 19 of Cedric Ingram. So kind of a road course strategy here for these guys. So Treppa looks like he tried something different there as he pulls away. Treppa, a 2-tire stop, I think, 9.1 seconds. So for the first time in his career, Alex Cummings going to lead a GLSR lap. Oh, and up the track, J.W. Miller into the wall. Makes contact with Cruz. Everything stays green. Now the question is, I can find a way to get to that replay. There we go. There's Miller going up into the wall. Not sure what created that to happen. Oh, and Miller's trying to get to pit road after all that. Oh, they were 4 wide down into the corner. Oh, and JW up the track. Something went wrong there. And he just checks up and hangs a left. Excuse me. Unfortunate pancake there for the 6. As Dane Cruz leads now, his teammate Dylan Parker. Obviously, these guys are going to be short on fuel. So I'm not sure what the intent of this strategy is going to be. We'll have to see. But how about this? Travis Icavacci up to the 3rd position. And Clark Gennikin right there behind him in the 4th spot. And then Caden Atkins, your top 5. And look at this high side go to work. That's Fontaine getting way loose up there. So interesting strategies now starting to play works with 23 laps to go in this Majors Garage 180 Twin Ring Motegi on the oval track next week. It is the road course of Twin Ring Motegi, part of the doubleheader here with GLSR, the Black Horizon Truck Series season number 5. As you see Dalton roll the high side up here, he's on fresher tires. Yes, sir, it is. Or ma'am, or sir, or yeah. Noah Mayari on pit road in the 8 truck. As we check on Ricky Springer. Ricky in the 11th position right now. He is the first truck on the newer tires that just pitted in the green flag cycle. See how he's able to roll the bottom of the track. And there's your leader right there. Dane Cruz leads. Alex Cummings came to pit road just a second ago. And is out right there in front of the leader. So Cruz leads Parker, Atkins, and Gennikin now your top 4. Only 2 cautions here tonight. Icavacci's made his pit stop. Sam Barnes is in. Also Chris Evans. So right now you've got Dane Cruz, who has got 19 laps on his tires. Dylan Parker is at 19, Atkins at 20, Gennikin at 21. And according to Drift's fuel strategy early, you can go about 32 laps on a tank of fuel. As Parker's coming to pit road now. And it's going to be fuel only for the 3. So let's see where Springer comes out. Oh, he's going to be well ahead of him, it looks like. The question is, how much track position is Parker going to be able to hold on here as Cummings goes by, which will be for eventually for the 2nd position. 16 laps to go next time by. So it is Dane Cruz leading by 7 seconds now over Caden Atkins. Blaine Sparling is up to third. Where did he come from all night? He's been in the back, unfortunately struggling this evening. But he sits up here in third with Clark Gennikin now fourth. Cody Beatty, your top 5. The thing is, though, is these guys from 1 through 6 are going to have to pit again. I think the battle for the lead is right there at the 7th position. Eventually, when Springer will bounce back to the top, and looks like we'll have about a 4-second lead as Beatty comes to pit road now. And it's fuel only for the 78. I see the 4-truck a little bit damaged on that nose. Not sure what happened to Dalton. There was a restart or something there, but he's got some damage on the nose. I'm sure that's not helping him. Oh, trouble. Dylan Parker has gone around. And that's going to bring the caution out for the 4th time. And I think the older tires have officially fallen through for him, but that is going to make some very interesting strategy play now. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see it on my screen here, so I'm going to have to go find it. Well, there's the spin right there. But does a great job getting around it. Let's see what starts it. Parker getting tight, getting tight. You can see up there in the marbles, catches the wall and tries to hold on to her and loses the back end and just locks it down. And safely pulls away. Wow. So interesting strategy here. Who comes to pit road here? The top 2. Looks like Sparling going to stay out. Springer staying out. Who's got tires left? Looks like Atkins putting tires on. I think Dane just took fuel only here. We've got some strategy coming into play here. All right, as I promised, we were going to talk to somebody a little bit ago. Wasn't able to. Well, let's do it now. How about... talk to the driver of the 51. Why not? Let's, we'll get him up here with us. There, Ricky, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, obviously, I know you're very focused. Obviously, what has been a fantastic race on your end tonight. Very dominant. Of course, this may be a little bit of a curveball, but obviously showing you the fastest truck tonight in that 51. How you feel your chances here?
I feel pretty good. I think we had a good strategy going along with the whole entire race as of right now. I think we're sitting in a pretty good spot. A lot of people think we can't do it, but we're up here and we're going to do as good as we can. So we'll just see how the race plays out. We still have 10 laps left by the time we go green. So it's going to be interesting.
What, I don't know how much experience you got on this track. I know it's one that I've not had a chance to race too much on in a stock car. But obviously, the track like this, very flat, mile and a half. How's it feel out there? I mean, it looks like obviously you're right down in that white line the whole entire time.
Yeah, I think it's a fun track. It kind of reminds me of Atlanta, just painting that bottom white line as close as you can get to the apron. It's really interesting, especially on old tires. Really got to back it up and just hug the bottom. And, you got a lot of racetrack to use here, and you don't use most of it because you got to keep these tires as cold as you can, so you don't want to really slide up to that outside wall. So it's definitely a balancing act out here, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying myself.
Absolutely, man. Well, we're glad to see that, and you got 10 laps to go. If you can bring it home, you'll officially be back tied for the lead with most wins in league history here. So if Danica can win here, you can.
Thank you, Chris.
Absolutely, you too. Oh my gosh, I couldn't just help but think of Danica there, just winning that race. But anyways, Ricky Springer joining us in the booth here. We'll get down to his chant right there. 2008 was that race, by the way, for those who didn't know. So all these wave-around cars going around. And this will put, by doing that, looks like we will be back up to around 21 cars or trucks on the lead lap here. And we will get the green flag with less than 10 laps to go. And now here's the interesting thing here. Blaine Sparling is still on 28 lap tires here and is trying to go 38 laps on a tank of fuel. Obviously, he's got to do a lot of fuel saving here to do it. Of course, Alex Cummings right there behind him is going to have to try to make a move here, I think, relatively quickly. Zach Allman, a little bit of left rear damage on that 54 truck. Not sure how much that's hurting. Sam Fontaine there in the 5th position. He and Caden Atkins have been pretty much glued together all night. Clark Gennigan up from the 9th position, looking for his best run in this series. I think a top 20 run will be happy for him right now. But I have a feeling, just like Charlotte, this race is going to get very interesting right now. Here we go. Pace truck is off, and there goes the 59 on the restart, spinning tires and all. You see him wiggling, trying to get through the gears. He clears Springer into turn 1. The last 2 champions of this series right up front going side by side to turn 3. Sparling still trying to get that first career win. He's going to yield it to Springer, slides up the track, and they're almost 3 wide through the corner. Allman is all the way up at Suzuki. And he's going to lose a lot of spots. And Springer to the front. Do not look past Caden Atkins right here in the 4th position. He has the freshest tires out of the bunch right here. Oh, there goes Sparling. Eight laps to go. Atkins able to get to the right rear of Cummings, but not able to get around them and see if he can cross them back up. Cummings trying to look to the high side on Springer. Springer protecting the bottom, and here comes the 2. Oh, they had to give each other some room there. Almost slid up. And here comes Clark Gennigan, the 81 truck. Cummings trying to squeeze. He was trying to fit in there. Oh, there's the bumper from Atkins to that's 51. Contact going on. And the fresh tires to the front. Let's see if Ricky returns the favor. And here comes Gennigan into the picture. The 81 and 51 have a little history. Remember last week, them two. And now caution is out. Ben Pierce has gone around here in turn 3. Oh, my. See if I can find what happened to Ben. It's on the outside of oh, wow. Net code 139565. Hello, all. Nice to see you. Big net code. Almost looks like a tail whip. Watch this again. Whammo. Wow. Japanese net code. Sure Pierce sees that, he's going like, whoa. All righty then. There you see Evans getting a lucky dog. Back on the lead lap he goes. Caden, you got a copy, bud?
Yep.
Yep, I'm sure that's how you're feeling right now. Pretty darn focused here, going for win number 2. How's that front bumper look?
It's pretty nice and shiny, I think. I like it.
Is there a little white on the front now?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's really hard to pass, and I had an opportunity to just kind of bump him. I didn't like hook him down a straightaway. I wouldn't do that, but I just gave him a little bump. I mean, he probably thinks differently about it. I expect it. If he has the opportunity to, I expect him to move me, but I don't know. I have fresh tires. I wanted to get to the front, and I think I'm in the good position here.
Yeah, you got the next freshest tires is actually going to start in a 4th position here, so I think common sense would tell me what lane you're taking here on the restart.
Well, I'm still thinking. My Clark wants me to join him on the high side, but I don't know if I want to risk that. But
should I go ahead and help you make that decision?
I'm gonna say bottom.
There
but yeah.
you go. I mean,
I thought that was like a trick question. You were like, he would take the top here, right? Of course he would. So it's just like, yeah.
But well, either way, man, it's been a great effort. I know you're looking for that first non-Wreckfest win, I guess we'll call it. After the. Well, I mean, I'm just being logical here now.
I know.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That was race what, 3 last year?
Yep, USA.
Okay, I was going to say, was it race 4? Because that would have been ironic. But anyways, just say it. But either way, man, best of luck, and maybe we'll talk to you in a couple minutes.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Absolutely. And that's Caden Atkins. Obviously focused, but keeping it positive there. And let's move him up to his channel here of Peoples. Yeah, if you're on the freshest tires out of the leaders, and the guy in 4th is on the freshest tires of the leaders with him, why would you start 4th? Or start in the outside lane? Just throwing it out there now that he's not in the room. But Atkins will lead him to the green. Ricky Springer, Alex Cummings, who's having a great run there in 3rd. Clark Gennikin, Sam Fontaine. And for those who played Clark Gennikin in your fantasy lineup right now, I'm pretty sure you're like, okay, what's about to go wrong? So this will be the first of 2 green-white checkers. Of course, Auto Club, the opening race of the season, was the only other green-white checker we've had this season. And, well, Ricky Springer won that race also. So let's see how that transpires here. As actually, as I look at it, yeah, it will be a green-white checker. We'll run 1 extra lap. So we shall see how this all transpires. But Atkins leads Springer on the outside there in that white number 51. And I don't know if there was a little dig in there, but there might have been towards Springer with the comment about the hooking. So we'll have to see how that transpires, especially if the family is watching tonight. But Cummings there in third. You see the 81. And then Fontaine there in the 91. You still got Sparling up there in seventh. I mean, if he can hold on to the finish there, he'll actually gain positions from his strategy. So good for him on that part. We're about to see what transpires here. Everybody's got their Black Horizon Brewery drinks in hand. Green flag's coming out. Here we go. Atkins on it. Whoa, Allman with an elevator move. Atkins sends it down into the corner to keep Springer off his tail. Look at that. Gettikin up to the third position. Can he clear Cummings off of two? Drag race down the back. Gettikin with a big run to the outside. White flag is going to be out. Here we go. Final lap. Up the middle comes Calhoun. Back there for 6. Now remember the 81 and the 51 last week. Now last week, oh, there's the contact right there. 81 pushes the 51 up the track. More contact. All behind Caden Atkins. Second career win. Coming a twin ring Motegi as the whole field wrecks. Well, that escalated. There are going to be some unhappy people tonight. Dane Cruz is going to get 4th. Noah Maori will finish 5th. It looks like Springer, Allman, Fontaine. Bondurant comes by 9th. Oh, we're going to get a replay. Bryce McCoon gets 10th. We got people laying burnouts up here as somebody just went through the... that was interesting. And it's the whole PPM team doing burnouts. Looks like a bunch of Japanese beetles. Can I say that? All right, so let's go break this final lap down, shall we? Give me a second to really go find it. And boom goes the dynamite. I would say that's a big mess. Abril goes tumbling. Fontaine. Oh, wow. There's... Who was that? Evans gluing somebody. Here comes Pierce in there. Who's that going up the track? That's Parker. Let's, let me get this out of the way. I'm going to back up. Yeah, he did awesome, man. Alex, great job tonight. Let's break down what the hell just happened here. Okay. I don't want to say anything yet, but there is one thing I need to go see, even though there was more behind it. Let me go investigate this. I'm on board with the wrong guy. Let's see this again. On board with Springer. There's the contact. Great save on his part. I'll give him that. And he makes the contact with Clark. Not happy with him. Trying to save it again. Do I really have to go back to work? I don't know. I mean, obviously, we'll let people judge that. I mean, what I hear there, just going on board with him, is I hear him staying in third gear. But I'm not going to until, you know. I'll let everybody official-wise describe that. But there was only that. But let's go back here to Jason Dalton. He, Ikavachi gets loose. Dean gets loose. Dalton gets loose. Averill goes flipping out. Evans goes Arca. Parker goes, well, sideways across the line. Yeah. Whole bunch of stuff going on there, huh? Or in honor of our Canadian winner tonight, Caden Atkins, need I say, eh? So they were hitting each other in 3 and 4 already. Half this field was. Yeah, let me go check out the boxing ring right now as this goes on. Oh, it's active all right. Good grief. All right, well, I'm going to go try to talk to people while I watch the boxing ring the whole entire time, and then I got to find a way to go back to work. All right, let's go to Discord and get our drivers as Caden Atkins celebrates his second win. And I don't know what it is. Caden's 2 wins have been involved in, well, controversy, I guess so to say. Is Caden, well, congratulations, you get your second career win, but I think all the attention goes to behind you now.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that now. That's crazy. Like, I'm crossing the line and there's trucks sideways and backwards and in the air, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it reminds me of a Family Guy video where the daughter Meg makes a reference to it's like Chinese people doing NASCAR. And we're ironically in Japan with this happening, so it's kind of a coincidence, I guess. But still, congratulations on your second career win.
Thank you.
Talk about your thoughts here of pulling out that one.
Well, on that like lap 80 caution or something, basically, to sum it up, turned a very bad pit call with some luck into a win, and I like. You saw that, like, okay, I need to get my thoughts straight here. Okay, so on that caution, we all went down, and then we were like, do we take tires now because no one pitted? So I took fuel only. Dylan and Dane took 4 tires, sorry, and then Noah, Calhoun, and I, because Calhoun was in chat with us, so he didn't take any tires, and then Allman stayed out. And then, so some of them pitted, and it was just me and Clark that ran it out with some other people that weren't with us, but we just ran it out. I was like, I'm just gonna run it dry, because I mean, if I pit now, I come out 20th and I finish 20th. If I pit or finish 15th, whatever, and if I pit with 10 to go or 5 to go, then like whatever. At least I gave myself a chance. So yeah, I don't even know really what the caution was. Was it Dylan? I don't know. I remember what happened, but I saw him sideways, I think. But yeah,
the last caution, yeah, that was Dylan.
Yeah,
he caught the wall a bit there. I don't know. It looked like tonight, if you got out of the groove, it seemed like your truck had no grip.
Yeah, especially with dirty air, if you're trailing someone, it's just like plowing here. I don't know what it is with this track. Usually the other tracks aren't as bad. Maybe it's because this track isn't very, like, they don't really change it on iRacing. So yeah, I mean, then there was that caution, and I literally just like shouted out like yes when the yellow came out. And then I took tires, restarted 6th, and then just like drove the wheels off the thing, and I got in the back of Ricky there, but I didn't dump him or anything like that. But I mean, I think he has the right to be annoyed with me, but I don't know. It was just, and then the chaos ending the race there, and I just drove home.
Yeah, that was interesting, I must say. But no, congratulations, man, and that's awesome to see. Obviously, the last time you had gotten that win was the Lakeland race that some people look at as not one of the best races in this league's history. But obviously, tonight, take out the last lap of the race there. Obviously, a fantastic race out here. Your thoughts here? The first trip to Japan. I about said Japan.
Yeah, I mean, this track, I have like a love and a hate for it. Like, it's fun to just drive, but to race, it is just like it's just terrible. Like the dirty air, and it's really hard to pass. Like I think I had fresher tires than Travis during one of the runs, and I just got stuck behind him. I couldn't pass him. So you really gotta, like, you have to have significantly fresher tires to pass, and that's the only reason I got ahead of Ricky and them. If I only had like 2 lap fresher tires, you probably would have seen me in like 3rd or 4th, not the win.
All right, man. Well, nice job tonight. Congratulations, and wow. I'm just boxing ring's very interesting right now.
Yes.
I'm not going to show it on the game, just or on the stream here for reasons. Well, ask Calhoun. Anyways, nice job, and shout out to whoever you like to.
Well, shout out my team, PPM and Precision Plus. Those boys help me every week, and they push me get better. Also, obviously, Precision Plus race setups. Glitch Energy, code PPM, 10% off on your order of their energy drink products. And people, the admins putting on this league, Travis, Sam, Blaine, and you for broadcasting, because this is fun. I enjoy showing up here every week, and even though it gets a bit tense and maybe sometimes I'm the point of criticism, I guess, but it's still fun.
I don't know.
Or my team.
I was told like a couple hours ago after the podcast was released, I need to be a little more, I guess, aggressive with my criticizing of rivalries. I think I've got one to talk about this week, huh? So
you probably have a lot now, honestly, after that last lap.
All right, man. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right. That was Caden Atkins on the win there. And I don't know. I feel bad that I just kind of put my 2 cents in there, and it's only because somebody said it's a game. Somebody forgot my slogan. Anyways, let's send you up there. I should copyright that. Let's get Alex Cummings here. How about this? And let's bring him down here. Of course, Alex quietly finishes in the top 5 tonight in his 3rd career start in the series. Alex, you survived, and as you might see, there is a little bit of drama on the other channel.
Yeah, I've been hearing Discord going off, but thankfully I got my Rift headset on, so can't see none of it yet.
Well, obviously a great race for you, and I think you showed that the long run tonight was your strong point, it seemed like. I know there was that caution about mid-race, and you were able to kind of stick there to the back of the 51 with the longer runs. It seemed like you were able to save your tires a lot better, but still in the end, man, great strategy, and able to work your way up, 7 spots I think it was, from 11th? or 9 spots that would be.
Yeah, thank you. I definitely felt like I did a lot better on the long run than on the short run. Just really coming off of 4, you really had to ease into the throttle or get sideways, and it seemed like 1 or 2 times after you spun them really good, you could barely ever get off 4 ever again. So just try to keep the tires underneath me. And hated to see those cautions, but I knew when they came out it was going to make the race very interesting, and it sure didn't disappoint there at the end.
No, it sure didn't. But still, talk about the difference in the corners, because a lot of people here could say this is a big gateway. Some could say it's a flat Darlington. Some could say it's its own monster, basically here. But obviously the different ways of driving through the corners.
Yeah, I would see it more as like a bigger gateway, like you said. Mainly 1 and 2, you pretty much stay in 4th gear and roll the corner and try to just stay towards the bottom. You don't want to drift up too much. I found over in 2 there's a bump towards the bottom, and if you could hit it just right, it would set the truck up so it would help it turn a little bit so it wouldn't push as bad. And then you get over into 3 and 4 and you have to downshift about middle way through to 3rd gear, and then you use that 3rd gear to get your run off of the corner.
Well, great job tonight, man. Finishing P2 tonight, and shout out to whoever you like to.
I just thank everybody that puts on this league, and just thank everybody for letting me come over. I know I missed the first race, but I've had fun. I like it with all the. I think we had 30-some trucks again tonight,
31.
so that's always fun.
Yeah. Great job.
Just thank you for broadcasting and everybody for watching.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations, and go celebrate a P2.
All right, thank you.
All right, absolutely. That is Alex Cummings' P2 finish for him. Great job on his part, and we'll let him go up here and join the fun channel. How mean of me. Let's talk to P3. This is going to be a very fun interview to talk with, because it happened a week later after I called him the free space on in fantasy. Basically, if you picked him, you pretty much was like covering the free space in bingo. You just are given that spot, and you go pick 3 other guys. But Clark, great race tonight. The only bad thing is now you just destroyed your value.
Yeah, but I had to finish these things eventually, man. 3 straight weeks, I got taken out in other people's messes, and it was frustrating considering
Understood.
I was leading laps in 2 of those 3, and I've had speed. I just haven't been able to finish one of these things, and at a track I'm terrible at. I qualified 19th. I somehow ended up in the top 5, so I'll take it.
So is the key to you finishing well not leading a lap?
It might be, but I didn't lead a lap at Homestead, and I still got junked there.
Never mind.
So, I don't know, man. Maybe I have to qualify like crap and start at the back. But we got to figure it out, because I'm damn near eliminated from the chase, and we're at week 4.
Well, yeah, you were, 32nd in points, I think, after this. But, still a great race, a good start. I mean, even if you were to restart the season, I guess, at this point for you, you're able to get a top 3 finish. You're, obviously bouncing back. You're going to gain a lot of points tonight. Obviously on some drivers and stuff. It's going to be tough to get to the top 10, but still a good bounce back in what could be, that momentum you need.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm not looking forward to next week because I'm terrible at road racing, but hopefully after that I'll find a way to maybe sneak a win or 2 and just lead laps 0x and get some consistent finishes and sneak my way in.
Well, you did a great job tonight, man. Congratulations. Happy for you. As I've preached and said it, I've seen you race in other leagues. I know the man's got talent, and there's a reason why I said the $75 was worth it. But, Clark, nice job. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, first I want to shout you out, man. I'm looking forward to watching this. It's been painful to watch the last 3, to say the least. All the admins here at Great Lakes, this has been a blast, even though I'm hardly able to finish these things. My teammates at PPM and Precision Plus, I guess technically we're not teammates here, but all those guys are a blast to run with. Precision Plus race setups, Glitch Energy, Surfshark, Burnt Rubber Media, ECM. I think that's about it.
There you go. Got to cover the sponsors. Maybe we'll also throw this in here, too. He's 0 for 3 on finishing races in America, but 1 for 1 in Japan with a top 5. So, nice job.
Hell yeah. Batting 1,000.
Attaboy. Hey, that's some good baseball here in Japan, so nice job there.
Thanks, buddy.
You too. Clark Gettigan with the 3rd place run there. I said it for weeks. He's a good driver. Just got to give him one good finish, and he'll get it going. So, great job here this evening for him. So, all righty then. Oh, what the hell? The boxing ring's already stopped? Anyways, we're going to move on, and I'm going to go off the air and go eat something and go back to work for a little bit. So, appreciate everybody for watching tonight. And reminder, check out the Here for the GLSR podcast, of course, with Jason Clark this week. and all the other podcasts that we've hosted. I think we're up to, 7 or 8 now that we've done. We'll have another one coming up here this week. And we kind of skipped an episode because we just didn't have time to do it, but we'll get another one in this week. Find a guest that's not named Matt Taylor because he keeps asking me, and go from there. So with that said, appreciate everybody for joining us. You see in the infield there, that's the road course. We'll be there next week, so we'll go enjoy a week of watching, going around all the different parts of Japan, and I don't know, whatever else there is to do around this area, I'm going to go do it. So enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night, and we will see you back here on Friday for some recorded broadcasts, but we're going to get the racing on here from TI Racing, and also with the Short Track Super League, the Dirt Racing Series, and also from the LSRL. So great racing coming up here this weekend. We're looking forward to seeing you for that. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. And hey, Ben Pierce, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya.